Hey guys, it's Sarah back with Glam Finds, and I'm here to do a review on something that's been hyped up a million times before, but I thought I'd give you my take on it and whether or not you should get it for your collection and if it's blind buy worthy. And that is obviously going to be Dolce & Gabanna, the One EDP. So there you go. This is like a 5-ounce bottle, yeah. 150 mils right here. When I went to buy this, it was sold out everywhere and any of the smaller denominations. So I was like, I mean, it's hyped up enough and it was on sale. Let me just grab it. So let me talk about the scent. You're gonna have some fresh citruses up top and I can kind of smell them now. I don't necessarily feel like you smell that in the dry down. But right now, I think this is like the first time I really noticed it, but it does smell really good. On top of that, like what you're really gonna smell throughout the life of this is gonna be that cardamom, which I think is a really lovely note and fragrances. It's kind of one of my favorites. And then you got your tobacco, amber, and cedar. Those are probably what you're going to smell if your nose is anything like mine. But in the top, yeah, you're gonna get some sort of spice. I don't know if that's pepper, and then your citruses. So I think it's a really nice fragrance. But I will say when I got it, I maybe thought that because of how sweet it is, it was a little feminine. Again, I know this is like a huge favorite of guys all over. But again, I honestly, I'm gonna say it a million times over, I think all fragrances these days actually smell unisex to the average nose. It is a really nice scent though, and I know everyone complains about the performance, but I get over 6 hours on my skin and I don't get a ton of projection, but I get really good sillage from it. And I typically get compliments from the sillage because as I'm walking past people, they'll usually compliment me on whatever fragrance I'm wearing, and this is no exception. I get definite compliments from the sillage of this one. It's just a really nice fragrance, and now that I'm noticing, those top citrus notes are really pleasant and actually blend really well with this fragrance. But this is one that's a huge people pleaser, which honestly, based on the fragrance community loving it so much, I kind of thought it was going to be a dud to me, because I think a lot of times when the fragrance community loves something, it ends up being a little bit too challenging for my nose. So I can honestly say this one is a complete different story. I mean, as you can tell, like, I mean, I have, again, about 100 bottles and I put a pretty solid dent in there. Don't get me wrong, I think I decanted out a little bit, like maybe 10 or 15 milliliters, but like, that's more than that right there. So, yeah, I mean, I obviously really like it. And on top of that, I will say a lot of times with things that have been rumored to have less performance, I throw a decant of a little travel sprayer. I'll throw a little travel sprayer like that in my bag, so. But I really haven't had to with this, because in the situations that you would use the one for, I really don't think you're gonna need more than 6 hours. And I don't think you'll get less than that. Again, if you hydrate your skin pretty well, and I mean, throw some on your clothes. Or if you want, just put a couple sprays extra. If you normally do like 5 sprays, go 7 with this. I think personally that you'll be fine. When can you wear this? I think it's an awesome date night fragrance, but honestly, I think you can pretty much wear it anytime in colder weather, or if you work in a climate controlled atmosphere. I think this is an awesome work fragrance. Is it a little sensual? Yeah, but I don't think anyone would complain. It's a super pleasant scent. So there you go, that's performance. I think it's pretty good. Again, like, not a ton of projection, but several hours of very decent sillage, and then about 6 hours of longevity, sometimes more, but let's say on average about 6 hours. Who can wear it? I think anyone. If you are looking for an ultra masculine scent, to my nose, this is pretty sweet. I don't think you're going to like it. But otherwise, I think this is definitely a mass appealing fragrance. And then when can you wear it? I think anytime at night, like any time of the year, I think this is a safe one to wear in the evening, regardless of where you're going. I mean, I wouldn't wear it to the club because, again, it doesn't project that hard. But great dinner scent, and I think it's a pretty safe work scent if I would care to say so myself. I don't think I'd wear it in the heat. It'd be a little weird. But other than that, I think it's a pretty decent fragrance, and I think you'd be hard-pressed to find someone who wasn't a fan. I mean, as you can tell, it's got like a 4.51 or something ridiculous on Fragrantica, which it's hard to get a good score on Fragrantica, so that's pretty solid. And again, affordability. This is like 5 ounces, and I think it was like maybe $70 or something. I mean, I think I had a coupon as well, but that was also like 6 months ago, so it could be even less now. I know prices tend to fluctuate depending on what site you get it from and the availability. But yeah, I mean, it's a really good fragrance. Blind Buy worthy? I definitely would say that this is blind buy worthy unless you hate anything with sweetness, because I don't think the sweetness is overdone. But I think it's a really good scent, and if you don't like it, you could easily gift it to literally anybody, in my opinion, male or female, because of that sweetness that it does have in there, and the cardamom note. Cardamom in any fragrance, to my nose, makes it a pretty fragrance. It makes it nice, it makes it elegant, it really scales up whatever fragrance it is, and kind of makes you come off a lot more classy. Yeah, classy. I mean, if you really want to class it up, you put on something with a little bit of cardamom, and it really makes you seem like you're going places. So that's my take on Dolce & Gabbana The One EDP. Thank you guys for watching Glam Finds, and as always, I will see you guys on the next one.